FIFA World Cup is changing. Not slowly, not quietly, but dramatically. For almost a century, the FIFA World Cup followed a sacred formula. Nations arrived. 32 teams battled through a month of chaos, pressure, and immortality. Every match felt rare. Every mistake felt permanent. But now, the biggest tournament on Earth is entering a completely new era. In 2026, the World Cup will become larger than ever before. More nations, more matches, more pressure, more controversy. And with it comes a set of rule changes that could completely alter football history forever. This is not just another World Cup. This is the reinvention of the World Cup itself.
The expansion of football. The FIFA World Cup has always been exclusive. For decades, only 32 nations earned the right to stand on football's biggest stage. Entire generations of players dreamed of reaching it and failed. But in 2026, everything changes. The tournament will expand from 32 teams to 48. 48 nations, 104 matches, 3 host countries. The largest football tournament humanity has ever attempted. For smaller nations, this is hope. Countries that once viewed qualification as impossible may finally hear their national anthem at a World Cup. Entire football cultures that lived in the shadows could suddenly become global stories. But critics fear something else. Will expansion dilute the quality? Will the group stage lose its tension? Will the World Cup still feel special when almost everyone gets invited? Because football has always depended on rarity, and rarity creates value.
The new group stage. The old format was simple. 8 groups, 4 teams, 3 matches. Survive or go home. But the new World Cup introduces a system never seen before on this scale. 12 groups of 4 teams. The top 2 qualify automatically, and then 8 of the best third-place teams will also advance. Which means more nations remain alive longer, more drama, more mathematical chaos, more final day tension. But there is another consequence. The road to the trophy becomes far longer. The champions of the 2026 World Cup may have to survive 8 matches instead of 7. An extra battle. An extra opportunity for exhaustion, an extra opportunity for disaster. And in football, disaster only needs one moment.
FIFA's war on time wasting? Modern football has a problem. Players collapsing to the ground, goalkeepers holding the ball forever, substitutions taking an eternity. Matches dying slowly instead of flowing naturally. FIFA noticed, and now they are fighting back. At the 2026 World Cup, players leaving the field during substitutions must move immediately. If they deliberately waste time, their replacement may be forced to wait before entering. A small punishment, but potentially massive in crucial moments. Imagine defending a 1-goal lead in the 89th minute and suddenly being forced to play temporarily with 10 men. For years, football accepted gamesmanship as part of the sport. Now, FIFA wants speed, urgency, continuous action. The question is whether football can ever truly escape its dark arts.
The rise of technology. The future of football no longer belongs entirely to referees. Technology now watches everything. Every run, every touch, every offside movement measured to microscopic precision. Semi-automated offside technology will return in 2026 with even greater accuracy. No hesitation, no uncertainty, no emotional interpretation, just data. For some fans, this is justice. For others, it feels like football is losing part of its humanity. Because once upon a time, offside decisions created arguments that lasted generations. Now, the machine decides. Cold. Instant. Merciless. And perhaps the most terrifying part is this. The machine never feels pressure.
The tournament of endurance. The new World Cup is not simply bigger. It is more exhausting. More matches mean more injuries, more fatigue, more psychological collapse, which is why FIFA is introducing expanded substitution systems, including concussion replacements and extra substitutions during extra time. Managers will now need to think differently. Squad depth could become more important than star power. The nation with the best 11 players may not survive anymore. The nation with the strongest 26 might. And that changes football completely. The unknown future. Every generation believes its version of football is the purest. But football has never stopped evolving. From black and white television to VAR. From 2 substitutions to 5. From 16 teams to 48. The game constantly changes because the world changes with it. And now, the World Cup enters its boldest transformation yet. Maybe this tournament will become the greatest spectacle football has ever produced. Or maybe it will become a warning about excess. But one thing is certain. In 2026, history will begin again. And the entire world will be watching.